Hello everybody and welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Bingo Tournament 2026. This is our Swiss round 1 and we have got AeroRaiser versus Lenophis, and we immediately have some ads on Arrow's side, but I think that will be happening a little bit throughout the race. Anyways, I'm a little sick. Still figuring out the audio situation. Okay, yeah, basically, I'll give a general overview. So we're playing Echoes Rando, but as opposed to, you know, in normal circumstances, we're trying to beat the game. In this, we don't need to beat the game. We just need to complete 3 bingo lines on this bingo board in front of us by accomplishing various goals throughout the game. And so Spider Ball is one of those goals, and we just got a hint for it. It's locked by power bombs. Leno is going to Aegon here immediately, which we actually have nothing in logic here. So we're going out of logic to get to Aegon, but you know, it could work out. Arrow is going to take that violet and head towards Great Temple, it seems. But a lot of the decision making in bingo, it's a little tougher in that, or comparing it to regular racing at least, it's a little tougher in that we not only have to, you know, route our game to pick up enough items, but we also have to decide, you know, what bingo goals you're going to do. And what order you're going to be doing them in. Yeah, because you need 3 lines. Any combination of bingos works. We can do diagonals. And so we have these goals, and all these goals are ranked on a scale of 1 to 25, like their difficulty. And so each potential bingos, so there are 12 different bingos we can get, you know, 5 rows, 5 columns, 2 diagonals. Each of the difficulties of all of the goals in every line will add to the same number, which in theory sort of makes every bingo line potentially the same difficulty. But of course, you know, in randomizer race context here, we're gonna there will be some easier lines than others, just depending on how the seed plays out. So again, right away some route divergence. Leno with an Aegon keys hint, which could be useful, although not right away, but will be useful for that 5 total red temple keys goal, which is smack dab in the middle of the board. And that's like the middle goal is easily the most important one to hit, as it getting the middle, it can participate in 4 bingos. Like, you can make 4 different potential bingos out of the middle square. You can go one of the plus, like up and down, left to right, or either of the diagonals. But Leno went out of logic here to come to Aegon, and did find bombs and amber, as well as a boost ball in boost ball in mining station A, which we can't get. He's bomb jumping up to CMS, although, you know, we don't have launcher to actually go this way. I guess we're just opening the gate, which, you know, can be useful later if we ever want to come back that direction, like out of labs. Either way, Leno does have some early Dark Aegon stuff that he can go do. We could also do mining station access, but, you know, Leno has no missiles, which is gonna make him suffer for a little bit at least. But Arrow in Great Temple did find missile launcher and one expansion. So the logic chain that we know of so far is that it wants us to go Great Temple, get launcher, and then use that launcher to get Amber in Portal Access A for bombs and sand cache. So Leno could, you know, very well find our next logical item here in early Dark Aegon. Or it could also be, you know, like Bomb Guardian, which Leno isn't able to do right now due to a lack of missiles. But there's a decent chance Leno will find a missile here. Or in Mining Station Access, which he didn't do yet. Arrow will have one extra check here. Storage Cavern B. If this is like if this is anything important, it'll probably send Arrow into the lead. It's not, though. But, you know, light ammo is not to be neglected here because we have that 90 light ammo goal. And we also have a 170 light ammo goal in the bottom right. Corners are also important spaces because you can make 3 bingos out of corner spaces. Most spaces you can only make 2 bingos out of, but the corners and like any, if you make an X on the bingo board, those goals can help you with 3 bingos, and then the middle will help you with 4, which is big. It looks like a missile in Crossroads, although not one we're able to get, unfortunately. And Arrow is just heading into Aegon, gonna find his bombs. Looks like Leno is gonna go do Jump Guardian. We're gonna bomb jump and do this fast strat here. Even if we, you know, if we didn't want to do this, we have to anyways, because there's missile doors blocking us from going the vanilla intended route. Though with no tanks, no suits, this is a little spooky. Ooh, Leno did not get the health drops he wants. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reload here. That jump from the blade pod onto that platform is not exactly easy. So I didn't get it first try. Arrow is gonna come take a save here. We also, Leno found a hint for, I believe it was Sunburst, which is interesting. We have that 1 beam combo goal, so it could theoretically be useful for that. Although we're probably just finding super missiles anyways. Okay, Leno did make it to the other side of the room, so now we're in Judgment Pit. This is out of logic, technically, for Leno, although, you know, he doesn't know about the missile launcher. But with the launcher that Arrow found in Great Temple, this is actually in logic. So, you know, this could be a good item. We could have shot Jump Guardian without climbing the room, just from the other side of the room, but Leno decided to bomb jump up here, and we're gonna shoot Jump Guardian's hitbox, which exists up on this platform in front of the statue. Before the actual fight, we're gonna shoot it, I believe it's 22 times with Charge Beam, and that'll that'll deal enough damage to we can activate the fight and then just immediately one-shot it. Both runners scanning Mining Station A and finding out that it is indeed Boost Ball and not Cannonball. Again, we need bombs, Spider Ball, and Power Bombs for that to be in logic. We know, because Leno has them, that our bombs are in sand cache, and Arrow will be finding that shortly. And then we know from a hint that our spider ball is in Dynamo Chamber in Temple Grounds. Let's see if we have anything on Jump Guardian. Just light ammo. Although, again, we do have that 170 light ammo goal in the bottom right, so, you know, it's not like light ammo isn't important here, but it's not progression. What was that? Yeah, missile and junction site. Arrow is about to find his bombs here. We did not see mining station access from Leno, so I'm interested to see if Arrow will go for that, or if Arrow will go for Jump Guardian as well. Looks like Arrow is heading towards Bomb Guardian, which I also like. Again, this is something that Leno couldn't and still can't actually do because he doesn't have any missiles. But Arrow, you know, went to Great Temple and found Launcher and a missile there, whereas Leno sort of took the gamble that, you know, we're probably going to find Launcher in Great Temple. Let's just go Aegon right away. And it it has worked out, assuming that Leno can find a missile expansion in either Transport Center or Mining Station Access. Although he's still probably going to be afraid of Great Temple, and I'm sure we'll see it eventually from him. Yeah, there's the missile. Okay. That is a big sigh of relief for Leno. He can now go do Bomb Guardian. Again, we still haven't seen mining station access from anybody. But we have two... oh, there's Sunburst. That Sunburst guarded by a boss goal was just right there. Again, Arrow is blue here, and Leno is purple color. I mean, you can't really see, he hasn't marked anything, but I have their names color-coded, so we can know. And nothing in Aegon Energy either, so that means our progression is either movement system near some Lenophis lore. Is that what that said? I don't believe we have access to anything that's near Lenophis lore at the moment. That might be a useful hint later on, though. Yeah, at the moment, our only logical checks are mining station access and comm area. And we also... No, we have DMT and Hive Chamber B as well. So Arrow is probably gonna check out... Ooh, do mining station access, Arrow. Do it. Dang. Neither runner really wanting to do mining station access here. Looks like Arrow is going to follow in Leno's footsteps and go do this early Dark Aegon loop. Again, we know from Leno that there's nothing here, but obviously Arrow doesn't know that right now. All that they know is that they've both done Bomb Guardian. Whoa. Okay. Audio should be better now. Seekers in a morph ball tunnel. Looks like we did not find anything important in mining station access. So now Leno is finally heading back. We'll probably see Great Temple from him. Potentially even before Calm Area, but DMT and Hive Chamber B are both in logic right now. Unfortunately, you know, as many possible methods of quick killing DMT as we have, we actually don't have any way to quick kill Dark Missile Trooper at the moment, so we're just gonna have to brute force him with some charge shots. Stream delay, but we know that that's gonna be Emerald. Which is important because now Aero also knows that that is going to be Emerald, due to the fact that they got marked at the exact same time. Arrow's gonna know where Emerald is. That most likely means we got something in Transport A access. Seems like that's where logic is pointing us. Well, Dark Beam was also in Hive Chamber B. Loaded DMT loop. And Arrow here doesn't have to do that bomb jump through Dark Portal access because he just has missiles. Now that we have Dark Beam is interesting. That puts Mine Shaft in logic. It also puts Incash 4 in logic, which would be a little brutal. They would have to do some backtracking to get that. Leno now has 40 light ammo, so any single if he finds Light Beam, he'll have 90 light ammo immediately. Silent race time so far. Ooh, we are going to see Broom Closet from Arrow. This is something that we did not get to see from Leno because he didn't have missiles. This is out of logic until Space Jump. Ooh, there's a power bomb in... Oh, okay, yeah, that's big. Again, when Arrow came here, he didn't have bombs to be able to get this power bomb. This power bomb will let Leno get Spider Ball out of logic. And then the combination of the power bomb and the spider ball will also let him get boost ball next time he's in mining station A. Just a missile in Broom Closet. Although we do have the 40 missiles goal, bottom left. So, you know, we want to pick it up still. That power bomb is also going to make his Dark Alpha Splinter fight much faster. Arrow running a little risky on health here, but he'll be fine. Okay, Transport A access. Oh, never mind. We'll see it after Umos. But that was another check that Arrow did not do at the time. So far, it is definitely looking like Leno is gonna come away with an early game lead here. But again, early game, your decisions matter a lot less, actually, than they do late game. Late game, you know, one mistake can cost you 15 minutes. Versus early game, I mean, you can have 15-minute mistakes early on, but it is more likely that your mistake is not going to cost you as dearly early on. So, although Arrow has fallen, you know, decently behind here by a few minutes, it's not the end of the world by any means. Okay. We're gonna see this transport A access. We still have that movement system near a Luminoth lore that... Oh, another power bomb. Okay, that's not any logical progression, although we will take another power bomb. I'm just trying to think about that. You know, that could be any of our 4 movement systems. I think it's probably not grapple, just because I doubt the game would just sort of hint grapple like that. But it also kind of did just hint sunburst like that, so I guess I wouldn't be super surprised, but... That is also probably not space jump, just given that... Ooh, Leno might need to be a little careful to not die to these clouds. Oh, Leno. Okay, I think we're good. Oof. That was a little close. Ooh, Arrow's a little low on health. Oh, drop system, please. Yeah, get in the safe zone. Oh, there were drops loaded in this room, which made Arrow not get, like, the drops he needed. Okay, well, Leno is gonna get Spider here. The very first hint of the seed told us exactly where Spider Ball was. It's in Dynamo Chamber. And then we also have Boost Ball in Mining Station A, which, you know, is out of logic at this point, but once we find main PBs, that'll put it in logic. Okay, Arrow successfully making it through there. And Arrow will probably be heading back towards DMT after this. Let's see what we got in Calm Area, just a missile. So I believe we only have 2 logical checks left now, which are Mine Shaft and Incash 4. Although we're gonna see GFMC out of logic from Leno here, which I definitely agree with. We can also get the hint in FTA, because we have Emerald. So we're also gonna see that from Leno. We're gonna dupe whatever's here. It's a power bomb. Do we have double damage without me noticing? I feel like Leno just like one-shot that guy with Arch Beam. Oh, this is gonna be a boss hit. Quad is guarding the Sonic Boom. Don't think Sonic Boom helps us in any way here, so we don't really care about that at the moment. It's interesting now, I want to we got a little bit of free time. I want to think about, you know, what are the possible bingos we can go for on this board. And obviously we're only 23 minutes into the seed, but you know, how are we looking right now? That 5 total red temple keys goal is a little spooky to go for. It's right in the middle of the board, so if we can get it, it's great. You know, we can use it in 4 potential different bingos. But, you know, it's a little scary because we just don't really know if we're going to be able to find 5 red temple keys. We haven't found any yet. 90 light ammo is easy enough. I like the look of bottom left, top right, assuming we can find the red temple keys, which I think we can. Lower all translator gates requires us to have cobalt, but as long as we find cobalt, I like the look of that. There is... You know, the 60% item percentage, it is a goal that, you know, you're dedicating pretty much your entire run to getting 60% items. So if we're gonna get that, we want to use it for all the bingos that we can. It's in a spot where we can only use it for 2 bingos. It looks like Leno is gonna go for Incash 4 here before Mineshaft. Also, he isn't picking up Boost Ball, which we would have to go to Mining Station A to pick that up. Yeah, if we get 60% item percentage, we want that. We need to use that for as many bingos as possible. And considering we can only use it for 2 and we need 3, I don't know if I love going for that in this situation. We would also require Echo to do row 4 for the open 5 Echo only locks. I think column 5, if we can find 70 light ammo, it's great. Or if we can find 170 light ammo, it's great. We also need Dark Visor for it, but destroying 1 flying Incash, as long as we have Dark Visor, that's an easy goal. And I think if we... 8 power bombs is... is a scary goal to go for. Although we did get to dupe a PB in GFMC earlier, so we already have 4, and we haven't even found main PBs yet. And we know main PBs are coming relatively soon, because they are locking both Spider and Boost. So, you know, we're gonna be at 7 PBs, probably within 20 minutes from now. So I think there's a good chance that we could actually get 8 power bombs here. And if we get 8 PBs, we can use it for 3 bingos. We would need Echo and Annihilator. Ooh, Seeker's in a Morph Ball tunnel. That was a hint that we got. We got a hint for that, and turns out they're Incash 4. I think Leno is gonna go do Broom Closet here, because we didn't get that earlier. Ooh, we might have like Space Jump Underground Tunnel kind of situation here, because we have okay, Leno's gonna pick up this missile. We have a hint that a movement system is near Luminoth lore. That could be Mining Station B also, if we got Light Beam. I think I believe we would need Light Beam and main power bombs in order for Mining Station B to be able to be our space jump. But it might be pretty close to being in logic here, actually. Overall, what we go for on this board, I think we're gonna need some late game items for sure. Ooh, Leno's gonna pick up this save station, which I like. We have that use 5 Aegon save stations, which is just all of them. So this is a save station that if we want to get that use 5 Aegon save stations, we need to use this one. And looks like I believe Leno is at 3 save stations now, so he should just need the 2 in labs. Okay, Arrow's gonna get this boss hint. Unfortunately, without Space Jump, where you can't peek FTA right now. But FTA is usually dead, so it probably doesn't matter that much. Quad is guarding the Sonic Boom. That's 40 missiles for Leno. Arrow will get there eventually. You know, he has 30 missiles left and an entire seed left to play. I'm sure we'll find 2 more missile expansions. Yeah, this is not like a kind board in that, you know, a lot of our possible bingo combos require like Echo or Dark Visor or something, like Annihilator, like, you know, that Umos 2 goal. We either need to do quad skip or we need like Annihilator and fight quad for it. 2 Dark Temple bosses, we're gonna need some red keys. We're gonna need to fight some guys. You know, if we are able to get the 2 Dark Temple bosses, it's pretty much guaranteed 2 bingos. With, you know, completing the Grand Windchamber puzzle is relatively easy. We need Boost and Seekers, but we already know where both Boost and Seekers are. So we can do that one pretty much no problem. Then move all 8 light blocks. As long as you have Light Beam, it's easy. So I think, you know, if we can get 2 Dark Temple bosses, that's actually pretty darn good for 2 bingos. And if we do end up doing 2 Dark Temple bosses, if one of them is quad, we can get the Umos 2 item, and then potentially go for one of those bingos like that. So Leno found Seekers. Seekers actually don't put anything in logic right away. So I believe that means something has to be in Mineshaft. Leno can get Boost Ball right now. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Definitely would like to have Boost Ball ASAP. Just lets us move a lot faster. And Arrow is shortly behind. He might be going for Mineshaft before Incash 4, or just wants to pick up Boost Ball before going that way, which I honestly agree with. If I'm Arrow here, I'm going to go get Boost, and then I'm going to probably check Mineshaft before going Incash 4. Okay, that's main PBs. So that'll mean we have 7 power bombs already, so Leno is going to be 1 PB away from 8 power bombs this early on. Is pretty insane, actually. Oh, he double damage, yeah. I did talk about Leno having double damage earlier. It was mining station access, which I missed. What do we have in logic? Not this. We would like to scan the hint, though, I believe. I'm curious, what does the seed actually want us to do? Oh, it wants us to do Sank Entrance, of course. Sank Entrance. Torvis keys. Okay, that's a good hint considering we have the 5 red temple keys goal, and we haven't found any red temple keys yet. Runners are about to high 5 here in Mineshaft, although Leno has Seekers and Arrow does not. Although I believe Arrow should immediately know, or Arrow actually won't immediately know here that he needs to go to Incash 4. I think more likely than not, Arrow is going to go Incash 4 after this. Leno just has to go to Sank Entrance. That is our next logical progression, no question about it. At this point, we've last location progression there, but I mean, it was, you know, we're forced to last location that by the seed, so it's not like Leno's messed up or anything. Ooh, gonna bomb jump into labs. This could work out. I don't know if I would do the same. I can see going for this if our plan is that we're just going to labs and then we're gonna like save warp pretty quickly out of there and go to Sank Entrance. Oh, is Arrow also doing the same? Once again, high-fiving here on the bomb jump into labs NSJ. Yeah, this is a item-wise very slow start. The game is not being kind and like letting us get a lot of items very quickly. You know, we have to go to Sank Entrance for our next progression. And we don't even know what it is. We might go to Sank Entrance and like get like Light Beam or something, you know? Like we don't have any movement systems. Did not get a look at what was in Central Mining Station. It's kind of hard to get that NSJ. An E-tank there. We might want to pick that up. Looks like we're going to. And we have 0 E-tanks at this point. We don't have any, you know, goals that require us to have E-tanks, but we just don't have. Oh, yeah, movement. There was a hint for a movement system near Luminoth lore. So that, it would make sense. Yeah, if that Sank entrance has a hint, so that would make sense to be space jump. It could also be... Oh, wait, we have underground tunnel in logic right now. So also underground tunnel could be... I kind of forgot that we literally can do underground tunnel with the items we currently have. Aero doesn't have seekers, but he is on his way to finding them. And then is probably just going to turn around and head straight to underground tunnel, which might even put Aero back into the lead here. You know, we were talking earlier about Aero being behind a little bit and how that can change, and looked like it might have changed. Oh, that was super missiles. Okay, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to underground tunnel. That's what I can say. Meanwhile, Leno just moving out of logic here in labs and has not found anything of crazy value so far. Still has like 3 more checks, 4 if we do bioenergy, before we gotta like save warp or just turn around. Although if you're Leno, you probably just want to like turn around. I don't know how much we want to save warp here, considering we probably want to go. We probably want to go to underground tunnel. Yeah, a little precarious on this movement in early Dark Aegon, just with no tanks, no suits. Yeah, that's kind of mean that the first E-tank we found was in command center, like 35 minutes in. Okay, we've got 3 more out of logic checks from Leno here, which could potentially be something. We need space jump for these to be put in logic. That is something. That's Dark Suit. You know, even if we have space jump to put Dark Suit in logic, Dark Suit does nothing at the moment. But it's... Actually, no, it does. Ooh. Because if we have supers... Okay. What the game could want us to do here is... We might get our space jump from underground tunnel. Dark Suit in storage D. And then we have supers in... Where's... Yeah, supers were... I'm forgetting. They were Crossroads, yeah. Supers were Crossroads. And then that puts both Warrior's Walk and Battleground into logic. And Battleground could be anything. Ooh, first red key on Leno's side, it's an Aegon key. Probably gonna go ahead and grab this save station for the save station goal, and maybe we'll peak bioenergy. And then I think we're probably just turning around. I don't want to see a save warp here. I mean, maybe you could... You might be able to save warp. I don't know if I would. I think he's considering it. Okay, Aero here is in underground tunnel. Is that screw attack? Is that a suit? Huh. Okay, well I guess Sank entrance is progression then. We'll see what this hint says. Oh my gosh, that is not a kind place for that to be. I mean, we know exactly where screw attack is. Like, that is a brilliant hint. That is an incredibly good hint. Oh, Aero, be careful. I mean, he just saved, but oh, that was scary. Oh my, Aero, please. Okay. We are alive. Okay, Leno did not save warp and does not look like he checked bioenergy. Was it what? Ooh, there's Dark Burst. What'll be interesting here is if Leno gets this suit. Leno gets this suit, and then he'll be able to do FTA when he's in. When he's going Sank Entrance. At this point, I'm pretty sure Sank Entrance is guaranteed progression. This could be really good for Leno. Okay, Arrow's got some health. He's probably just save warping here. We can get this Emerald in as well. Morbus is dead. Yeah, I would like to see, like, we go through Portal Chamber and see, you know, what's here. Water physics are going to be a little rude to us without Space Jump. And then we can just save warp out of the save station in Lagoon and then head towards Sank Entrance. If FTA is something, it's really good for Leno. Although, yeah, Leno doesn't have supers. Leno might just be about to get supers after this. You know, Leno's not going to be going as far as Arrow here. He has to go back to Aegon, so yeah, hopefully Leno didn't hot dog those supers. Oh, what a visual peak. Light Beam in Torvus Lagoon. We can't do anything about that. There is nothing we can do about that. But it's there. Oh man. You know, now that movement system doesn't even have to be space jump. It could be gravity for our Light Beam in Torvus Lagoon. NSJ. Oh, Leno is not getting supers. I do not think Leno saw that missile and realized it was supers. Oh wait, yeah. I just realized Arrow doesn't even have to save warp. We can go this way and we can check. Well, we can't get through the light blocks. Is Hall of Honor dead in logic via going through Torvus right now? Are we logically expected to NSJ go through Torvus to get over here to do Hall of Honor dead without Light Beam? I mean, I still think Sank Entrance, it might be gravity at this point. There's still the possibility of FTA. I mean, if FTA is like an important item. Oh my god. Wasn't Arrow literally joking about a space jump in Storage C in Jay's chat before this race? Arrow might have cursed himself. Water physics being rude. Looks like Leno is gonna... Oh, you don't need to bomb jump this Arrow. Let's see, so we know about two movement systems. One of them is probably in Sank Entrance, and one of them is in Storage C. Yeah, I mean, there have been some oh, and we know that it's not Screw Attack. So our Space Jump is probably either Sank Entrance or Storage C. And I mean, Storage C is in logic once we get Light Beam, NSJ. We need access to Labs, NSJ. But it could be once we get Light Beam, which Light Beam could be, Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to point out if FTA is an important item, this is so huge for Leno. Oh, that is really big. That is really, really big. Next time Leno's in Torvis, he can get Light Beam. Assuming he finds supers. Yeah, what is Sank Entrance? Is this gonna be grapple? We are doing Hall of Honor Dead for a light ammo. I would do the same if I was Arrow here. You know, we have... Oh, he messed up the pattern. You got the pattern wrong, Arrow. Maybe this is just Space Jump and then grapple with Storage C. Yeah, I mean, I think this has to be Space Jump, right? So I think Storage C is just grapple. What's scary is the fact that Leno is just like getting further and further away from supers. If this is Space Jump, that's gonna give him like more stuff to do where he's not getting supers. Nope, Arrow, you're gonna have to farm for some drops. Yeah, we know Screw Attack is PB Guardian. This is a very interesting seed. I mean, it's hard to really tell who's in the lead at the moment. Like, I would say Leno, based off of Light Suit and Gravity, and I think what is about to be Space Jump, but he doesn't have supers, and he also doesn't know about Light Beam. Yep, that is Space Jump. Laid a power bomb. Looks like Arrow's headed that way, but Arrow's not getting gravity. The thing, oh, excuse me. It is possible for. Ooh, I mean, this is really awkward for Arrow because, well, he's gonna see gravity boost at least. He's probably peaking FTA and seeing gravity, which helps him a lot. But he doesn't know where Light Suit is. I mean, he's probably going Storage D next, but in his mind, all of Torvis... Well, actually, not even that much of Torvis is open. Like, he doesn't really have a way... He doesn't have a way to get Light Beam. I think you have to get that gravity to get Light Beam. I don't know if you have a choice, considering there's no getting Screw Attack without Light Beam because you can't escape. Or I guess you could get Screw Attack. You have to underwater dash to get Screw Attack without Light Beam. And then you have to save warp out of the Dark World without Light Beam. Second red key here for Leno. Gonna roll jump for it. That's 2 out of 5 for that goal. So Arrow is gonna get Space Jump here. If Leno goes and just like immediately grabs supers after this, then I think he's easily in the lead. Is that gonna happen, though, is the question. I think there's a good chance that that's not gonna happen. Oh, Arrow, be careful. He hit one of the phase-on crates, and this is spooky. 19 health and sync entrance. There's a gold drop. We need to get that. That is not gonna kill him. Oh, supers kill those guys? Oh, we have double damage, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, where is Leno gonna go after this is just the big question. Where are we going? I'm gonna check all of Honor dead. That is not in logic. I don't. Yeah, Leno. Even from Leno's POV, even with space jump, this still isn't in logic. We will take the light ammo though. Again, that 170 light ammo goal. And then both Arrow and Leno at this point have enough light ammo where as soon as they get light beam, they'll have 90 light ammo. But obviously neither of them have light beam because it's in Lagoon, and gravity boost is not in a kind spot, to say the least. Arrow having a little bit of trouble with this bomb jump. Leno might just like God route right into. Oh wait, no, Leno is not going to be God routing into this light beam. Or is he? No, Leno doesn't have supers. Doesn't? Yeah, Leno can't. Leno is not going towards Lagoon right now. Getting this instant morph would just allow him to get the hint in meeting rounds. Though it doesn't look like he knows the setup. Just kind of going for it unsuccessfully. Space jump finally for Arrow. Does he peak FTA? Arrow needs to peak FTA really to stand a chance here, I think. He needs to know how important that light suit he's going to get is going to be. And then Arrow also needs to go straight to Storage D after this. I think there's a good chance that doesn't happen. He might want to go Torvis first. The thing is, Arrow actually has already done all of his logical checks in Torvis. Space Jump doesn't give him any more logical checks without Light Beam. Arrow is still, like, has nothing. So maybe, oh, we are not peaking FTA. Okay, that's bad. We just have to hope that Light Suit is, like, enough of a clue to tell him to come back here. GFMC ship. Yeah, Leno did this earlier. Some dark. Oh, Leno actually did not do that earlier because he doesn't have it. He has 50 dark ammo. Light ammo and mining claws, so we're probably not getting that. The question is, when does Leno realize where supers are? When does Leno realize he's hot dogged? Is it just after he checks bioenergy and it's nothing? I think in Leno's mind at the moment, he might be in a situation where bioenergy, he thinks it's his last logical check. And is going to be confused after seeing what is probably not progression right there. And we need, hopefully Arrow knows that. Oh, what is this? Are we just getting the hint? Guess so. Nope, we'll just fail that dash. Hopefully Arrow knows that Torvis Temple and Torvis Energy Controller are both not in logic and does not go there. Not a very useful battleground hint. Doesn't really tell us much. Arrow should want to go straight to Storage D here. Or straight to Labs, at least. Oh no, Leno. Okay, yeah. Leno does not know. We are gonna have to save warp out of here. And Leno is gonna check for Vanilla Light Beam and be very confused and probably disappointed upon realizing that that is not Light Beam. And yes, Arrow is in Labs now, on his way to the light suit. It's just a missile. So Arrow needs to get this light suit and realize that he needs to go to FTA. He won't know what's in FTA. But hopefully the light suit will be clue enough that he needs to go there. Although, in his mind, light suit might also point him towards feeding pits. Well, actually, he knows, Arrow knows that light beam is in Torvis Lagoon. So he knows light beam is not going to be here. Leno is potentially about to be very confused here. After hot dogging supers earlier. We might see some, like, map checking. Alright, I have returned. I believe that's all 5 Aegon saves from Leno. So we could theoretically mark it. Might have forgotten though. Okay, Arrow doing forwards labs. Oh, Arrow thinks gravity is storage C. Oh no, he's gonna be so disappointed. In Arrow's mind, gravity is absolutely storage C. This is just gonna be grapple, and it's gonna be very disappointing. Arrow is like, what? Okay, so we're probably... Yeah, Leno... Yes, Leno did hot dog the GFMC ship earlier, but he also hot dogged something else. Oh man, this is rough for Leno, but he's still in it. Like, Leno is not lost. He might check... Oh, he might check phase on grounds for light beam. Oh my gosh. We're checking phase on grounds for light beam. I mean, the supers are... He has absolutely no idea that supers are in Crossroads. It's a power bomb there. That's not bad info. I mean, he now knows that his 8th power bomb is in phase on grounds. If we want to go for 8 power bombs later, Leno can get that pretty pretty easily, actually. Arrow is running out of logical checks. I think for Arrow's sake, we probably want to hope that he doesn't check vanilla light beam here and just takes the light suit and goes straight to FTA. However, in Arrow's position, he's almost certainly going to do feeding pit in cache 1 here before we get grav boost. I think the grav boost is saving Leno now. I mean, does Leno realize where the supers are? You know, how quickly does that happen is the big question mark. How quickly can he realize it's a mistake? There's light suit for Arrow, and now Arrow's question is how fast can he get back to gravity? Probably first person to find that item is gonna be in the lead here. If Leno goes right to super missiles here, he's in the lead still. Does not look like Leno has quite yet realized the hot dogging of Crossroads. And yeah, as I predicted, Arrow is going to check this out. But after Arrow checks this out, I think he has pretty much no choice but to go straight to FTA and find gravity boost, which he knows where light beam is. It's in Torvis Lagoon. Okay. Leno is gonna check this and be a little confused. Oh, Arrow is safe warped out. I think Arrow is on the way to gravity now. Where's Leno going? Still completely silent race time. So Leno hasn't said anything along the lines of like, is this seed possible or anything yet. He's confused though. Arrow's BSJing up here. Oh no, where's he going? Oh, don't go to Torvis. Oh no. Arrow might be doing Torvis Temple. That's out of logic. Arrow has 3 logical checks. Feeding Pit, Incash 1. And FTA. And he needs to go FTA. I mean, you have to go FTA, or you have to get Screw It. You have to underwater dash to get down to Screw Attack on PB Guardian. You kill PB Guardian. You take the cannon up and you save warp out of Dark Lower Torvis because we can't take a portal out because we don't have Light Beam. We get Screw Attack, and then we have Screw Attack, which we could use to save after we save warp, go back to Lagoon again, and then we could use that to do Air Underwater to get Light Beam. That's definitely slower than getting Gravity, but obviously Arrow doesn't know where Gravity is. Okay, Leno is save warping. Curious where he'll be going. Nope, he's not save warping. Does Leno realize what's up yet? Going out of bounds and going to, I guess, go to Sank. Walk right past that Light Beam door. I mean, we could find something here. We do find something here. It's AeroRaiser. I mean, that is not like an unimportant item here. Echo matters. You know, we have open 3 Echo Annihilator locks as a goal. We also have 5 Echo only locks as a goal. Echo definitely matters. So that's, you know, a useful thing for Leno to find here. Yep, does look like Arrow is going to check Torvis Temple at least. I mean, we'll see whether he goes lower Torvis after it or not. But again, this is all out of logic until we have Light Beam or Screw Attack, which we have neither of at the moment. We do have Grapple, which means we can get that E-Tank actually. Also, both runners are only 1 light ammo expansion away from having 90 light ammo without Light Beam, which is kind of nuts. Oh, there is a third red key for Leno. I think Arrow has one. Oh, we can't really tell right now because there's an ad, but I'm pretty sure he has one. Leno has three, so only two more red keys, and that's 5 total red keys for Leno. I guess we're just gonna see a lot of Sank here from Leno. Well, we're not actually gonna be able to do that much Sank. We don't have Screw Attack, we don't have Annihilator, we don't have Light Beam. I think we're just safe orbing here if we're Leno. Thanks for the missile launcher hint in Torvis energy controller game. Really useful stuff. Okay, is Arrow gonna go lower Torvis, or is Arrow just going back to Aegon? I think this was dark ammo. We don't have any dark ammo goals. Oh, it's dark burst. Yeah, I don't think dark burst helps us in any way. We did have one beam combo, but we already have one beam combo, so Arrow's deciding what to do. Yep, you gotta go to FTA, buddy. Going back up here? What is Arrow doing? Oh, Leno's doing Airy. I think Arrow is still deciding where he's gonna go. No, he's not doing Airy. Found another red key. I don't see a world where we don't pick that up, so. Okay, we're going back to Aegon for Arrow. Man. And Gravity and Arrow is golden. Supers and Leno is golden. But Leno is just moving out of logic. I mean, at this point, he's surely knows he's hot dogged, but just doesn't know what. Ooh, Arrow is gonna check. Yeah, I mean, for all Arrow knows, these checks are actually in logic. They're not gonna be Gravity, but. And I mean, they still could be something important, but we're going to see Battleground, and we're going to see Warriors Walk. And probably a save warp after, assuming there's nothing there, which at this point there probably is nothing. I think this is a save warp from Leno. Where is Leno going to go? We have no clue. Well, Leno's just sitting there. See if he says anything in race time. Might just be going AFK a little bit. Oh, yeah, yeah. Leno... Oh, wait. Leno also actually has that goal. He hasn't marked it, but... Yeah, well... Checking the map. Leno might realize what's up here pretty soon. Oh, there's 90 light ammo for Arrow without. Ooh, Cobalt. I mean, that doesn't do anything immediately, but that lets us get the lower all translator gates goal later. Like, that is something that we can now do. Leno might think that Aero just found Light Beam. Little does he know, Aero actually just found so many light ammo expansions that he got 90 light ammo without having Light Beam. Yeah, I mean, finding Cobalt is pretty big for Aero here. That's going to be, I think, being able to get the lower all translator gates goal in late game is going to be big. Leno was just looking at his map, and now he's heading to Aegon, though. So, this could be it for Leno here. He might be about to find his supers finally. Okay, Aero's not immediately safe warping. Does Aero, is FTA on his mind at all here? Looks like the Bash versus Schwartz race ended. Bash took the win over there. Yep. Leno finally realizes and is about to go get Cobalt. Meanwhile, Aero does not seem to have any clue about FTA. You know, we're going back to Torvis. Yeah, at this point, Leno still doesn't know where Light Beam is, but he's not gonna... It won't take him too long to find it at this point, I'm sure. It doesn't look like Aero realizes that this stuff is out of logic. I think he doesn't realize that he has no way to logically get to Torvis Temple at the moment, which means that no way to remove the barrier. Lower Torvis is out of logic until Light Beam. Doesn't look like he realizes that, though. And that's gonna hurt him. Any more time spent not going to FTA is time that Leno just gets further and further ahead at this point. Not to mention, Leno is one red key away from having 5 total red temple keys. And once he gets Light Beam, Leno has used all the Aegon saves, but he just hasn't marked the goal. I think he just forgot. Yeah, you can't actually do that, Aero. You can do this without gravity, but you have to do some like weird morph and unmorph shenanigans. You can't just like boost. Leno does have the Aegon saves goal, hasn't marked it. But, you know, once Leno finds one more red key, he'll be lower all translator gates away from his first bingo. And he's also very, very close to another bingo once he gets that with 8 power bombs and 170 light ammo. Once he gets light beam, he's gonna have 150 light ammo, and he only needs one more light ammo expansion to get up to 170. Race time is still silent, confused as either of the runners may be. Leno is trying very hard to get this E-tank right now. Harder than it might be worth. Doing reverse air underwater. It is a very cool trick. And there's light beam, finally. Yeah, I think Leno is pretty close to both diagonal bingos at this point. And then what does he do for his third bingo? If he finds Dark Visor, it's as simple as destroy one flying in cache. However, I mean, maybe he just hasn't realized the fact that he's gotten all 5 Aegon saves. Oh, excuse me. Looks like Aero managed to at least get over to here. Training chamber. Curious what he's going to do here. I mean, I think you might be able to underwater dash up to that bomb slot, although I'm not actually sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. From like right here. Yeah, this seat is quite bad, but also there's been a fair amount of hot dogging, and I don't think the runners would disagree with me on this, that both of them certainly feel like they could have played better. Leno hot dogged his super missiles in, I believe it was Crossroads, yeah, and didn't get them for like an hour and 15 minutes or something ridiculous like that. It was a long time that Leno went without super missiles, whereas Aero is still, to this, you know, very moment right now, has hot dogged his gravity boost in FTA, which will let him get light beam in Torvis Lagoon. Now, he has seen the light beam in Torvis Lagoon. He knows it's there. But Screw Attack is in Under Temple on PB Guardian. So, he can't get that to do air underwater, and we have no way to get to... no way to get that light beam without gravity boost. Believe Leno at this point is just gonna be heading down and getting Screw Attack. Probably gonna, I think he's hoping to find maybe Dark Visor along the way. I bet we'll see the remainder of his Emerald hints here. We're probably hoping to find Dark Visor another red key, another light ammo expansion, that's the easiest way to get go mode here. I haven't really noticed if he's been lowering gates, but if I was Leno, I'd definitely be going for that lower all translator gates goal here. Because, you know, you have all translators, and it works pretty well with the, you know, just the rest of the board in general, so... If I was him, I'm definitely going for lower all translator gates. Arrow is still just struggling here in, Catacombs. Nope, looks like he finally got it. Alright, I think Arrow is gonna go get Screw Attack here. And then probably save warp. Well, actually, he has to save warp. He doesn't have a choice. Unfortunately, at this point, Leno already hits Light Beam, so... Even by the time he gets the Screw Attack, save warps, goes and gets Light Beam, he's behind. A lot. Gonna take some miracles. Hive Keys and Sank and Temple Grounds. Oh, why are we picking up that missile? Arrow is looking around in dungeon. I mean, yeah, he can definitely go get Screw Attack now. And save warp. So, why is... Oh, he's defeating Alpha Blog. Okay, that makes sense. I was confused why Leno was doing all this. But we do have a defeat Alpha Blog goal. Which that could be used for, like column 1, but at this point, I don't think you want to be doing 60% item percentage. We're probably getting that goal to be able to go do row 2, although he's not marking it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, although I might just go for... At that point, I'm just going for bottom left, top right. Like, I don't know if we necessarily need a row 2. In fact, there's a decent chance Leno ends up with 4 bingos here. So I think it's very possible. I mean, you need the gates either way to be able to get column 5. Leno is going to get Screw Attack an hour and a half in on Powerbomb Guardian. Nope, classic. Boosting right off the thing. I'm worried that he's going for 60% item percentage here. That is definitely not what we want to do. So I'm afraid that he's trying to do that. Arrow is also about to get Screw Attack, but You know, he is missing 2 of the movement systems that Leno has, and that's a big deal. And he's also missing Light Beam. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing checks here as Leno. We want to find another beam ammo. We want to find or another light ammo, and we want to find dark visor probably. I just hope we don't go for the 60% item percentage, because I think that is definitely slower than other options. I think my play here as Leno is both diagonals and then column 5. If Dark Visor doesn't show up, we could try to find Annihilator and do row 1. So, you know, you do checks until you find either Dark Visor or Annihilator Beam. If you find Dark Visor, you do column 5. If you find Annihilator Beam, you do row 1. Okay, didn't pick up that missile, so that makes me think he's not going for 60%. There's screw attack for arrow. He's now gonna have to save warp. He might think Annihilator is here. Well, he definitely doesn't. Oh, that's a power bomb. Okay, we no longer have to go to phase on grounds to get that. Huh, where's Leno going? He's not going to dungeon to take the portal, which I would have assumed. Maybe, I guess he didn't have a power bomb. At this point, I guess we're just going down to Under Temple Access to take that portal. No, he had a power bomb. He just chose not to? We're save warping. Or we want to get this save for the Tortoise save skull. No, yeah, I'm just confused why you would even do row 2 here. Like, I guess on the event that we don't find another light ammo, we can do row 2 instead of top left, bottom right. Or something like that. But, you know, we still need Dark Visor for that. What is up, everybody? Welcome in, Raiders from the Bash vs. Schwartz match. You guys have missed quite a seed. We had Space Jump and Sank Entrance, Suits in Storage D, and Underground Tunnel. And Light Beam is in Torvus Lagoon. Our Gravity Boost is in FTA. There's the 5th red key for Leno. That, he already has that. That was a hint for Echo Visor. Oh, and also our screw attack is on Power Bomb Guardian, by the way. And Arrow is just now about to get his Light Beam. Dark Beam and Feeding Pit. I thought Leno was going to do Airy at one point in time, but he did not. It kind of looked like he was going to. An hour 35 in, and Arrow is just finally getting light beam. Row 2, column 3 is use 2 Dark Torvis save stations. Okay, there's 5 red keys for Leno. So now lower all translator gates gets him a bingo. 170 light ammo gets him a bingo. He's looking close to being done. Although we still need to find some more things. Okay, all Arrow needs to do is do air underwater and we can finally get light beam. Dark beam, feeding pit, light suit, storage C, supers and doomed entry. Did you have to like go did you have to go through Annihilator? Oh, that is actually kind of go mode for Leno. Yeah, you had to go through Warrior's Walk. That lets Leno get the open 3 Echo Annihilator locks, which means he does not need to do destroy 1 in cache. It would probably still be faster to do that, because if we do, we have to open 3 Echo Annihilator locks as well as move all 8 light blocks. I think we'd still want to find Dark Visor, but at this point we can actually manage without. We just need to find another light ammo expansion. Leno is going to be going through. Why is Leno picking up so many E-tanks? I mean, he clearly isn't going for 60% item percentage, but I just don't understand why he's picking up this E-tank. My mic should be selected correctly. Yeah, I'm curious why Leno picked this up. I'll ask him in the interview a little later. Maybe he actually is going for 60% item percentage here. Again, I do not agree with going for this in this situation. I think we at this point we can do row 1. We can do and both diagonals. I think if I'm Leno, I'm definitely doing row 1 both diagonals. And I mean, we have no clue like how many items he has, like what percentage he's currently at. Yeah, I mean, I could kind of get that, but just like, really 60% for a single light ammo? I mean, but there are still, like, we know that a light ammo is in Mining Plaza, actually. But if we don't want to get out, like, if we don't want to SAU, I mean, we can still theoretically just, like, soft lock in Mining Plaza at the end. But even without that, there's still 4 other light ammo expansions throughout the seed that we could find. Because we have 10 total light ammo expansions. We have 5. No one's in Mining Plaza, so at least 4 are left. At this point, I do think that, like, finding another light ammo expansion is just, like, absolutely go mode here for Leno. Like, we are very close to go mode. One more light ammo expansion makes us go mode. Or Dark Visor also makes this go mode. Okay. I assume that Leno is probably gonna hit up main gyro and Sentinel's Path here to get those two Echo Annihilator locks. And then we also probably want to get the Translator Gate and Sanctuary Temple. I guess we didn't get Hazing Cliff earlier. We're really doing all this for Hazing Cliff. I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing. I might have skipped Hazing Cliff at this point, or just like peeked it earlier when he came here without Light Beam, but I mean, if this is light ammo, then it's worth it. Maybe he peeked it earlier and it was light ammo, actually. I mean, I don't know. Nope. Did his tracker actually die on stream, or he has like ads on his Twitch, so it's kind of been messing up his tracker. Yeah, it's just an ad, Jay. That's been happening all race long. Yeah, tournaments are fun. Old joke, Hent. I think Leno already moved both wheels of the gyro. So, one more. Oh, arrow landed on the thing. What's here? I thought this was like dark ammo. Is he, I mean, are we really going for 60% item percentage here? Yeah, that's just dark ammo. I mean, I guess we really just are getting 60%? It's like, I don't see why we'd do this if we weren't. What is Arrow found here in Torvis Plaza? I think it might have been light ammo. Yep, that's the light ammo. So that is 170 for Era. Yeah, his tracker is dead? What is up with that? Hold on, folks. I'm gonna try and get Era's tracker back.
Into a stream, and I still.
Yeah. Guess we didn't need Gathering Hall after all. Oh no, Leno did not lower that gate, did he? I don't know if Leno actually even lowered the gate in Great Bridge. Oh, Arrow found Dark Visor? Hold on, where's Dark Visor? Suddenly Arrow is also now 1 square away from a bingo. More light ammo. This really actually decreases Leno's chances of finding light ammo expansions. I mean, if he goes Upper Torvis, he will have 170. Yeah, where was Dark Visor? I guess it was just somewhere in Torvis that I just completely missed, because I did not see Arrow pick up Dark Visor. Oh man, Arrow has the potential to, like, steal this. Like, suddenly Arrow is, like, quite in it here. All Arrow needs is lower all translator gates, 1 more power bomb, and then red keys. The thing is, he only has a single red key at the moment. He needs to find 4 more red keys. Dark Visor was Torvis Grove. Okay. Yeah, Leno never went there and is not close to there currently. Got it 10 minutes ago. Yep. I just did not notice that whatsoever. Like, suddenly Arrow is potentially in a spot to, like, steal this race. I mean, he needs 4 red keys, lower all translator gates, and a single power bomb. And he's done. Are we two-mosing? No, red keys don't give item percent. Maybe he just didn't realize that. Yeah, I'm very perplexed by what Leno's, like, endgame strategy is here. Like, what? He is not going for the things I thought he was gonna go for. Oh, Arrow still doesn't have... Hopefully Arrow realizes that getting Alpha Blog here is effectively useless. But... it kind of looks like he's going for it. Although maybe we're just going to Gathering Hall or something. We're getting Arrow underwater. I don't want to see Arrow do Alpha Blog here. That is not good. That's just wasted time, because Alpha Blog actually does not help you get it. All that Alpha Blog does is it gets you a 4th bingo. Which, you don't need a 4th bingo. No, yeah, I mean, I feel like whatever Leno is doing... Yeah, I mean, we're doing inbounds quad skip. This is definitely two-mos. Oh, Arrow, please don't do it. Don't do Alpha Blog. It doesn't help you. Okay, Leno had a little bit of trouble getting up there, but it looks like we're good now. Arrow is fine on health. He also has double damage. Health-wise, we're fine. It's just slow. And I mean, at this point, it definitely looks like Arrow is doing this. It's like this is just doesn't actually help him in any way. Because here's the thing, if we get row 2 by doing this, we're definitely not getting column 1, but this helps us get row 2. The thing is, if we get row 2, we have to get 8 power bombs. And if we're getting 8 power bombs, we're also getting like the diagonal with 5 red keys, and if we're getting that, then we're getting the other diagonal. If we're getting that, we're getting row or column 5. It's just like this kind of doesn't really help in any way other than it will get us a 4th bingo when we actually do finish. I mean, maybe that's not the easiest thing to, like, have the foresight to realize. Alpha Plug keeps not opening his mouth, which is not great for Arrow's health here. Shot the super too late there. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going for 60% item percent at this point, like, no doubt about it. Like, we're doing Vault for a missile expansion. We're absolutely going for that. Okay, so we know there's a power bomb in Under Transit 1, which Arrow is probably going to get. And that will actually... Arrow may be the first person... Oh, wait, that was a light ammo. Okay, no, that was not a missile. Okay, that makes sense. Leno has a bingo. And with Tumos, Leno will also get another bingo. And then what does he do as his 3rd bingo? Probably lower all translator gates. Have we returned the Sank Energy? Maybe we're just checking this and then turning around. Yeah. Okay, we're probably returning Sank Energy and then scanning the gates. I mean, I assume we're due... Okay, Leno might be about to be done here. Because Leno has top left, bottom right. We might get the bottom row 5, and then the 2nd diagonal. We have another chance to scan the Sank Temple gate here. Okay, there's Sank Energy returned. Arrow is actually not doing Under Transit 1. I'm gonna miss out on a bingo from that. Leno did not scan the gate, and that is not good. Maybe we're getting, I mean, at this point, Leno could do open 5 echo only locks. Oh, I guess, oh, he's doing echo annihilator. Okay. He's doing column 2. Okay. Yeah, never mind, we're good. We're fine. We're doing column 2. Yeah, Leno is about to be done. Leno is very close to being done. All Leno has to go do is open, open the gate in Profane Path, and then he needs to go get the Tumos item. Looks like we're doing Tumos first. Yep. Probably, considering we're going this way. Nope. Okay, we just didn't go through Path of Ice. Pretty sure this is slower than going the other way, but I don't think it makes a big difference. Yeah, I mean, Leno... Oh, where are we going? Are we getting Grand Wind Chamber? Leno, you're about to be done, man. Why are you doing this? Hello? I mean, Leno literally just has to open the gate in Profane Path and get the Tumos item, and he's done. And we're doing Grand Wind Chamber, and that doesn't even get us another bingo. It gets us closer to the 60% item percentage. Oh, Leno. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, but it's a little painful as a spectator. Hero is at 54%. I mean, yeah, Leno hasn't... We don't know if Leno is at 60% yet. I don't think he's paused in a long time. We haven't been able to see. Oh, he didn't even secret it, yeah. He didn't even actually do the puzzle. That is not gonna work. Definitely looks like Arrow is going for the all translator gates. Pretty sure he scanned Great Bridge a long time ago. Oh, we have to... Oh my god, we have to do this again. Oh, man. And this is all for naught. I mean, we literally don't even need to do this to get 3 bingos. Okay, yeah, Arrow we know is close to 60% here. I mean, if Leno doesn't realize that he can just, like, finish soon, Arrow could steal this, potentially. I mean, it just depends how quickly he realizes that he's done. Okay, no, okay. Surely we're about to go do... Open... Surely we're about to go open the Annihilator lock, and we're gonna be done. Apparently that's 60% item percentage for Leno. I mean, we haven't seen him check it, but... Oh, we're not even doing the Echo Annihilator lock. Yeah, okay. Arrow is not stealing at this point. Could have done the Echo Annihilator lock and Profane Path. We're not going to do that. Arrow checked. Was he at 59 there? What item was quad? I don't know. It was Sonic Boom. Yeah, Tumos is done. Like, Leno is now done. Oh, he didn't actually have 60% until he picked that up. But he is the winner. That is GG. And Arrow forfeits. Hey, Leno.
Hello. GG's.
GG's.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad seed.
Never mind my own idiocy and just not seeing the supers in Crossroads. I mean, that was just... I don't know what that was.
No, yeah, this seed was bad either way. Like that, just that logic chain leading up to Light Beam, especially with boots and Sank entrance, and then also just like early on, the game just did not want to give you a lot of progression quickly. Like we're like at 30 minutes with like 3 majors.
Also, shout out to how long I went without an E-tank. I had so many near deaths because I phase on critted myself at Sank entrance and had 5 health left.
I had one energy tank. I had 1 tank for Sank entrance. 1.
I had none. I don't think I had any.
Yeah, there were like a couple times where you were on like
I was
5
on
health
a
or
few
something.
times. And half the time it was a combat situation, so I don't know how I took no deaths. Also, where was the power bomb I didn't get? I'm assuming Sank.
Well,
I duped the one. I duped the one in the crate. There's one in Phase on Grounds that I bypassed.
Oh,
there were 2 that we know of that you could have gotten. There was one in Phase on Grounds. There was there was also one in Under Transit 1 that you could have gotten. That was the one Leno got.
Well, due to how I was routing this, I would have gotten the Phase on Grounds one because I would have found it on the way to Wind Chamber. Because I got told Leno in the thing, I was going to grab the Cobalt Gate and then go to Wind Chamber and hope I had 60% and a power bomb. I looked at my thing. I was like, I'm like 2 items away from 60%. Leno, did you find Gravity?
Gravity, yeah, that was an FTA. Yeah, thanks for that game.
Yeah, it was an FTA.
You should ask bro my adventure to get the screw attack.
Yeah,
I have to watch this one
Arrow,
back.
Arrow did not find Gravity. For a while,
never got it.
This race was like kind of up in the air for a long time because, you know,
there was so much back and forth, it feels like, with the board too, because it looks like we diverged massively.
Yeah, as Leno, you know, hot dog supers, Arrow didn't get gravity. Arrow didn't get gravity ever, actually.
Ever.
So
I still don't have it.
No.
So here's what I did. You know the portal chamber room in Torvis where it has the bomb slot to open up the portal access? I dashed underwater off the door to get to the bomb slot. I think went in, got screw attacked, save warped out, went back to Torvis. Like my journey to screw attack, went back to Torvis, got light beam, and then at that point, I was basically go at that point. I was like, I still need to collect items on path though because 60% is my plan here in case I don't find temple keys. So if you look at my board, I was set up for like an X plus column 5, but because like I said, I was going to get my last Cobalt Gate now, and I was like,
So how many red keys do you have? I'm a little surprised you don't have 5.
I was grabbing my second in Hall of Combat Mastery.
yeah, Leno got a bunch that Arrow didn't. I think it was just like some checks that Arrow skipped that Leno didn't. But there were also there were a lot in Sank that Arrow just hadn't gone to yet.
I had just gotten to Sank. I spent almost no time in Sank. I literally went to Sank along with the space jump and then never came back. But, like, I was also at the point where I was skipping checks now because I'm like, okay, as long as a power bomb shows up, I can finish on what I have.
Yeah.
So, like, I was maybe, 5-ish? However long it takes to get from Hall of Combat Mastery to Sank Temple to lower the gate. Then save warp and clean up Temple Grounds, which I would, I would not so much clean up Temple Grounds, but I would have gotten the power bomb and Phase on Grounds.
Hall of Honor Dead?
And then
Phase on Grounds.
Yeah, no, Hall of Honor Dead was light ammo.
Light ammo. Yep.
That's why I went ahead and grabbed it.
Arrow, I got really worried that I was going to find another light ammo, and I was going to have to break into Mining Plaza as my 170. I'm like, oh, don't do this to me now, game.
No, I saw light ammo, I immediately grabbed. The only thing I really put off was I put off that last missile before hitting 40 forever. I was like, I know Leno grabbed the one on the way to Jump Guardian, but I'm not going back for it.
Yeah, and I was even telling myself, there's probably faster missiles in this, but then I had 40 and then 45, and I didn't have missiles for like another 35 minutes. So like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I picked this one up then.
I ended on like 95 missiles, so like I'm good on missiles.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that sucks is that when I got supers, I'm like, oh, there's like 3 different directions I can go.
Yeah,
I went to
Yeah,
Torvis super early.
I was hoping you were gonna peak that gravity after you got space jump arrow.
I actually stuck at that peak, but I meant... So my original plan before I went back to sync through Torvis is I was actually about to save warp and go through sync. I'm like, FTA's probably something. If I had, I would have gotten gravity and been very upset since I'd already gotten screw attack.
Wait, that means the Storage B suit is the logical light suit then. Oh.
Yes, Storage D was the one you were expected to get second.
Yeah, Storage D. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so like, no, I was going through it. I'm like, oh, this is really close. And I'm like, I saw you were down to 1 square. I'm like, all right, which one of these is your last square? Maybe I'll be contemplating. Lucky.
I was contemplating Profane Path, but I had to make sure that it had an item.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had Echo.
Yeah, I kind of broke Echo. I didn't have Light Beam for a very long time, so I broke my way into Sanctuary. And
so I did the opposite. I broke into Torvis to get Screw Attack so I could arrow to water for Light Beam.
Oh, did you have a hint on Light? Did you have a hint on Light Beam?
No, I peaked it because I went to Torvis super early. Like I had Seeker's boost ball, and I'm like, and so then the supers were there. I'm like, I'm going to Torvis, and then immediately gets hinted a movement system in Storage C, and I'm like, oh,
that's where grapple is. Oh, that's where
it was grapple. I was grapple. I grabbed it. I grabbed it as soon as I got space jump. I didn't have this. I didn't have. I was hoping it was grab. I was hoping it to be grab. So that's why I did that loop. And I'm sitting here like, because I was laughing with Jay earlier. Because I had said, my practice seed last night, it was a jet seed, but my space jump was in Storage C. So I was prepared for that shenanigan again. Then I found space jump and sync entrance. I'm like, okay. You know what? I actually had... So when I saw the light beam, my first thought was like, all I have left is sync entrance. That better not be grab and sync entrance. That better be space jump. Don't be grab. I was prepared for a grab sync entrance to get light beam, to get space jump and Storage C. That's what I was preparing myself for.
Ooh, and that would have been bad.
It would have been awful.
E-cache. I see you have a flying E-cache marked. Where was Dark Visor?
Dark Visor was... Oh gosh, it was Torvis Grove. Torvis Grove.
I didn't have a power bomb the first time I was there. I didn't bother going back in that direction.
I didn't have light beam the first time I was there, so I didn't even enter the room. But I went through because I was like doing just item clean. I'm like, I'm just pushing 60% item percentage while I route out my way of finishing the seed. And then when I routed it out, I'm like, okay, I just need to find a power bomb. Which I would have, like we've mentioned, on the way to Wind Chamber. I would have gotten it on the way to Wind Chamber. Because I had Dark Visor, so I would have been like, let's go check Phazon Grounds first. Because I had Light Suit, so I would have also done Reliquary, so it's like, okay. Fun fact, the in-cache I did destroy was Poison Bog, I think the name of his room was.
And that was a missile-related upgrade, I think it was?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was just a piece of an item percentage. I was looking at this, I'm like, I could go move all the light blocks, because I remember correctly, every single light block's in Temple Grounds. So like, I could have done that.
You have 1 in Task. There's 5 in Abandoned Base. I'm trying to think where the last one is.
There's
one in Great Temple.
There's one in Great Temple, but other than that, there's 7 in.
They're all in Temple Grounds.
They're all Temple Grounds.
I thought about doing that, but I'm like, I don't have Echo, so that doesn't work.
So where's the last light block then? Because I'm only counting 5 in Abandoned Base.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's just landing site, Great Temple, Path of Ice.
Landing site. That's the one I'm forgetting. Okay.
Yeah, there's one on landing site. So I was like, those would have been fine to get, but like, it's like they didn't really work anything here. I was in Torvis early. That's why you saw me mark Torvis save stations very early.
So I actually have a question about that. Because it says use 5 dark Aegon save stations. Is that a combination of both light and dark, or is it just dark?
It's a combination of save stations. They got the dark in parentheses here, so you know that the dark stations count.
Okay.
Because there aren't
I
5
never-
dark Aegon save stations. There's
I
only
was wondering
3, I
about
believe.
that because there's only 3. Yeah.
No,
I'm
yeah,
like,
3.
I don't even remember if
So,
I used 5.
so basically,
in
it expects
Aegon.
5, if I remember correctly, is all Aegon save stations.
Yeah, 5 is all of them.
Yeah. So, which I was able to get as soon as I had Dark Beam. I think my second Aegon save station was actually no, it was the two early save stations. So I know I also did Doomed Entry early, knowing that it would only be Doomed Entry then Warp Out. But I was really hoping for some kind of shenanigans in Doomed Entry. Instead, it was just a missile.
I was expecting Vanilla Light Beam, and then I was disappointed.
I'd already seen Light Beam by the time I was in Doomed Entry. So that's why I didn't even go that path. Plus, I didn't have Space Jump yet. Or no, I had Space Jump. I didn't have what did I not have? Screw Attack. But like, I'm sitting here like this seed. I was sitting here thinking about 30 minutes in the seed. I'm like, the board is already rough, but the rando seed is atrocious.
Yep.
Also, anyone else, Leno, did you also skip the STK and TAS?
Yes, I did. I found the other 2 in Seg,
got
though.
Oh,
yeah, I found the other 2 in Seg.
I never got the STK and TAS.
One's in Sentinel's Path, the other one's in Watch Station Access. I'm like, okay, well that's funny. Maybe I should have just picked the task one then.
I don't think I would have seen either of those because my plan was to go as far as Gyro and then go to Saint Temple and then get the heck out. Because I just all I needed to do in Saint Temple was lower the translator gate. Also, some of these goals that look bad aren't bad. For example, translator gates aren't bad if the translators show up. I saw 8 power bombs and I'm like, gosh, would it have been nice to dupe mains.
That would have been great.
I was a little scared of the 170 light ammo.
Yeah.
Also, I got bullied by Alpha Block.
Well, yeah, you didn't have gravity.
Yeah, well, I also kept missing the super shots. I hit the first one. I'm like, cool, this can be a quick Alpha Block. 3 minutes later. Yeah, I got getting thrown around. Still, this was I think, yeah, how many, like, you were mentioning, how many lights are available? Is it 210?
Is it 210? 230? I don't
remember.
It's
either 210 or 230.
I don't think,
I know I
don't
ended.
think it's the full 50.
I know I ended on 190.
Let me take a peek at the preset real quick.
I'm pretty sure there should be 250 light ammo in the preset.
Okay,
let's
nice.
see here. Item pool.
Also, I like how a couple times both of us did this. You would see one space get marked and then another one immediately get marked. I'm like, all right, so that's on that. Me marking Bomb Guardian and Beam Combo together, you marking Emerald and DMT together. I also like how after Bomb Guardian, we definitely took different paths. I went Dark Aegon, you went back to Temple Grounds.
Yep, and that was because I'm pretty sure we route diverged. I went to Aegon immediately with nothing. I just went right in. I did.
I did Great Temple first to get missiles, but then yeah, I went straight to Aegon. But I stayed in Aegon after Bomb Guardian and did Dark Aegon, where you did Temple Ground stuff, which in many ways made sense because we had the hinted Spider Ball and a known Power Bomb.
Actually, I didn't know that Power Bomb was there until I went to Great Temple the first time, and that was after my Aegon loop. Yeah, I like that was after my Aegon. Then I saved warp. Then I did Temple Grounds cleanup. Then I did Great Temple. Then I saw that Power Bomb. Like, okay, well, here comes a Spider Ball.
Yeah, up until about maybe like 10 minutes before the seed was done, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be close. Because, like I said, I was like maybe 5-7 minutes from finishing. Because it was finished to get the last gate. I get the Power Bomb on the way to Wind Chamber. After Wind Chamber, hope I had 60. If I didn't, I'll go next door and hope I had 60. And if I still didn't have 60, well, I cry. I was at, I think I'm at, where am I at when I stopped? What's my percentage? 58, I would have had it. I
Oh,
would
yeah,
have had 60 by the time I was done.
you were right.
Because
You
I
were
was
right there.
because I was yeah, I was walking through Sank. So yeah, this was really close.
Yeah, it was.
I definitely have
It
to
was
watch
pretty
this.
close.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch this back later because I'm curious to what not only Rob but anyone in chat reacting
me
to
too.
my stupid shenanigans in Lower Torvis because Lower Torvis was an adventure and I was sitting there like this pays off if I can get screw attack before or right as you're doing like blog stuff if you found gravity. You marked blog like seconds before I grabbed screw attack. So I'm like, okay, I take this trade off. But it also means I'm probably never finding gravity. And I did it.
Yeah, I mean, we both saw that screw attack and like, are you kidding me, game?
I thought screw attack and I'm like, how bad am I where I'm gonna rush this? The answer was yes, I rushed it as soon as I'm
Yes.
like, I'm running out of things to do. I literally have FTA and like 2 checks in Torvis. I'm like, if they're not in Torvis, then FTA is probably gravity. And I'm not walking back.
Fair.
Given both
So I
times
actually
I
made
die. Go ahead.
I actually made a really bad routing mistake. So
Uh-oh.
space jump, Sank entrance, right? I had already killed Jump Guardian. I didn't check top of ship at that time. Whoops. So I saved in, I think it was in Dark Aegon at the time. Like, okay, well, let's just save warp. Let's see what's on top of ship. Let's see how bad I hot dog. Just Dark Ammo. Okay, let's go to, let's just break some logic. Let's go to Phase on Grounds. Power Bomb. Okay, no big deal. I didn't get totally burned. I just got kind of burned. And then I go to Storage B and it's like, oh, that's just Dark Ammo. Okay, well, now what did I hot dog? And then it was the supers in Crossroads that I checked on the map twice and never went back to.
Those supers are pretty nice.
Yeah, supers are a really important item. So that hot dog, hey, it made the race very interesting because I think had you not hot dogged that, this would not have been as close.
At some point during the run, my bingo disconnected. I didn't realize it until I tried marking a goal, and I'm like, So I had to refresh the bingo board, and I'm like, thankfully, I didn't lose much during that. I didn't lose much time doing that.
So I didn't get disconnected, but once the scrolling started, then I couldn't actually mark anything. I could right click, but I couldn't left click. So I had to refresh the page.
Yeah, so what I do is I change the window size and then zoom in a little so that the chat messages are below the board, so it never shifts the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, I think. For next time.
But yeah, this was a close one. I am fine with how this turned out. Every time me and Leno races in Echoes, it is really close. It's usually anywhere from like 5 to 7 minutes.
Somehow, some way. It always ends up, and it's always a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, this was a good one. Yeah, this scene was. I didn't watch the rest of the race earlier because I had to leave for this one, but I don't think this scene was something.
Yeah, it was bad.
And like I've gened a couple of bad ones. I gened a bad one during practice seeds, where both of my visors were vanilla, and because of the board, I needed them both.
Oh no.
So
I'm going to open up JStream, open up those VODs, and like, yo, I want to watch. I
gotta watch back the rest of that because I was only there for like 30 minutes, and then we started setting up.
Yeah,
this one.
I gotta watch that one. I gotta go ahead and watch that one, and then I'm gonna watch back this one. Bro, thank you so much for doing comms and the restream. You're a trooper. Thank you.
Thanks to you guys for putting on such a brilliant race. We've still got more coming up. I think there's only one race scheduled, but we still have 3 more races that are going to happen this week for Swiss round 1, and then of course we still have 3 more Swiss rounds after this, so a lot more Echoes bingo coming up in the future.
I'm sitting here checking my schedule to see if I can restream that one. Oh no, I cannot.
Let's see here. Baja Ivy. When do they? Tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I might be able to do Baja
it's just not on schedule. It's just not on
I thought
schedule
you-
yet.
Yeah. It sounds like Baja Ivy are gonna go for 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Oh,
I might be able to do that one.
I think I might be. I think I'm working around that time, but I can have it in the background and listening. All
Mm-hmm.
right, I'm gonna hop out of here. GG's, Leno.
Yep.
GG's Arrow. Good luck next
GG's,
week.
guys. Thanks for racing.
Bye-bye.
See you all later.
See you next mission.